Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Yes, so far. So today we have another venue, different venue. So this is the other city groups, and we Toastmasters Club compete to book per city. So it's decided by drawing lots. So our sergeant at Toastmaster Imoto is working so hard, but sometimes it's decided by drawing lots, so we can't reserve per city. Then we move here. But if you look out from the window, it's great view. Sometimes it's good to have meeting here, even though fee is higher than per city. Okay, to begin with, let's hear the thought of the day from Toastmaster Jinja.
Good evening. Good evening. You know, March brings blue skies, wind, St. Patrick's Day on the 17th brings thoughts of barbecuing, dreams of the garden, International Women's Day on the 8th. We also have 20th is the official start of spring. We have winds, it's still cold. And ta-da! Baseball season is on!
So I didn't know that the day of women.
International Women's Day on the 8th. 8th.
Next.
Thank you for your information. Okay, so do you have any announcement or discussion?
From Treasurer, semi-annual dues from April, next month, April to September, I will collect some money by attending here by cash, and there are another one way to get the money through the postal office, postal bank. You can choose anyway. Thank you very much.
Okay. It's within this month. It's within this month. Okay, within month, please make payment to Toastmaster Cisco in person or by postal account. Okay, now we have just had guests. So, are you ready to introduce yourself briefly?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Hi again. Yes, I'm Sat. I'm an ALT in Shiogama. This is not my first time being here, and I'm here again to just see everyone here. And as I mentioned before in previous visits, that I've really enjoyed everyone's company here, and I'm looking forward to meeting you all again this week. Yes, nice to meet you all again.
Thank you for coming. Please enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry to make you introduce, even though you didn't put off your take a seat.
I'm sorry for being late.
Okay. So, do you have any other announcement or discussion? I have. I sent you email about area contest held in March 12th in Desenma. And so far, Toastmaster Jinja and Jinja's husband and contestant Sayako and Oikawa and Mako-san will attend the contest. And Otake-san is thinking of attending, and Michihiro-san will attend from Ichinoseki. So that is different from us. So I would like to know who is going to attend, because some duty takers are required from this club also. English judge, Japanese judge, and both counter, and if any receptionist. So please let me know if you are joining this area contest. Kesenma is very hard to access. So Jinja and Mako-san, Sayako-san, Jinja's husband share the car, and maybe approaching by car, driving car is the easiest way to Kesenma from Sendai. So if you are going to join, you can make a group and drive by someone's car.
I don't know if the schedule has changed, but before I used to go to Kisenuma
from the 8 o'clock, 8:04 train that goes, it's the only train that will go directly to Kesenma. 3 hours, so you'll be there on time.
Around 8. Around 8.
8:04, I think, if the schedule hasn't changed, but I used it a few times, so. Otherwise, you have to go to Bogota.
Is it direct line?
It's a direct.
From Sendai to Kesenma.
To Kesenma. That's the only
This
one.
is the only train.
And the 4 o'clock one, 4:16 is the other direct one to Sentai.
Okay. So, I'll ask you again about this matter at the end of this meeting. So, please let me know if you are going to join. So, let's cheer on Toshimasa Oikawa and Toshimasa Sayako to win the area contest. So, we will have the rehearsal session for Toshimasa Sayako. So, let's give her great comments for her to win the area contest later. Okay, do you have any announcement or discussion? Mari.
Just a little invitation. I already invited Sayako to come on the 11th. I know it's very giddy, but if Mr. Oikawa would be interested in practicing his speech at Morinomiyako, we would like to have that our 2 winners will practice. And if anyone from Sendai Toastmaster would like to come and join us, please come so that we can have a special session.
What time?
From 6 o'clock. From 6 o'clock on the Aoba Shuin Center. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, shall we move on to the main session? Okay, today's moderator, Toastmaster of the day, is Toastmaster Ishido. So, as you all know, he is a very good member. He contributes to our club, and he is not only contributes to our club, but also contributes to our prefecture as a police officer. So, he's a very reliable person. I rely on him so much. So, let's enjoy his wonderful session with big applause.
Good evening, everyone. Today is March 1st, and spring is just around the corner. So prior to the meeting, I talked with the Mako-san and some members, and I feel this club, Sendai Toastmasters Club, is like one family, very supportive, encouraging each other. Even though we have some trouble, we helping each other. So it's aspiring. So by the way, those who are not familiar with this club meeting, I let you know how our meeting is proceeding. This meeting consists of 3 sessions, main session, pivotal session, prepared speech session, and evaluation session. And there are also minor duty takers. And all the duty takers are playing an important role of our club meeting. So first of all, I'd like to introduce you to each minor duty taker. First, word of the day. Please, what is the word of the day? Toastmaster Rie, please.
I pick word aspire as today's word of the day, since I wanted to know every member's desire. Aspire, its meaning is eagerly desire to. Thank you very much for using it. Okay, and I would like to say how to use aspire. Actually, I picked up this word from the interview of Hari Sugiyama on July edition of English Journal. And in this book, it's used like, he's my father, and he's someone who I've always aspired to be. I'm sorry, there is a typo. It has to be aspired, not aspired. Thank you very much for the mention. Okay, and the explanation from Oxford Learner's Dictionary, it says aspire is to have a strong desire to achieve or to become something, aspire to something. like she aspires to a scientific career. And I to use like aspired to be or do something. He aspired to be their next reader. Okay, thank you very much.
And the next our counter, Toastmaster Kumi, could you explain about what the our counter is?
The last minute want to be an out counter, and my role as the out counter is to count the word. To count the number. It was a last minute, so sorry. Forgive me. So it is count the number of unnecessary sounds such as and also the repetitive words and so I mean and those kind of things. So I will try to catch those kind of words, and at the end of the meeting, I will tell you the result. And then whenever you use the word aspire today, the word of the day, then it will deduct 1 point. Okay, and then I will find 10 yen, and it goes around. Thank you
very much. Toastmaster Kumi, kindly take our counter, very last minute. Thank you very much. And next, grammarian, Toastmaster Sei, please explain about it.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Yes, I'm tonight's grammarian, and I'll be carefully listening to what you speak for very beautiful, beautiful, impressive, and effective expressions, and also inappropriate usage of English. And at the end of the meeting, I will report on my findings. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next timer, Toastmaster Ginger.
Good evening again. Double duty. Table topic session. I'm going to be the timer for the whole thing, but we'll start with the table topic. And you have 2 minutes to, well, really 1 minute to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, plus or minus a few seconds. But green at 30 seconds, and you have, 1 minute, sorry. 1 minute. You have to speak at least 1 minute to be qualified. 1 minute and 30 seconds, and 2 minutes. And then I'll ring the bell, but I don't have it. I'll probably knock on the wood. No. Okay. And then we have 2 speeches tonight, and prepared speeches. We have both 5 to 7 minutes. So I will, I'll get back to table talk. First, 5 minutes is green, 6 minutes is yellow, and 7 minutes is red, and I knock on wood. Then, the table topics you have, sorry. Oh, I did that already. Evaluators are 2 to 3 minutes, so you get a green card at 2 minutes, a yellow card at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and a red card at 3 minutes. Now I can ring the bell. And please, you must do it. Finish up anything within 30 seconds after you hear the bell, because I'm not going to ring the bell a second time. So please watch your time carefully. Don't watch it. Watch these. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, bold count. Toastmaster Natsumi, could you explain about the bold count?
Good evening, everyone. For the short notice, I didn't have job transferring this year, so I'll stay here 1 more year. And today my role is board counter, and I'll pass this bucket around after each session. So, and I'll report at the end of the meeting how many votes each person got. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So all the minor duty takers explain about each minor duty. So next, first, move on to next first main session, table topic session. Today's table topic master is Toastmaster Chia-Hui. Chia-Hui just became a Center Toastmaster Club member last month, but she got what's it? DTM twice. Distinguished Toastmaster twice. And she used to be a Toastmaster member in the United States. So I'm convinced that she can conduct this session very nicely. And beforehand, I asked her the question about what is her favorite event in spring. Her answer is, my favorite activity is to watch the dance of the flower petals on a windy day. Petals are blown to the air unexpectedly, and collectively they become a colorful print for spring. It's very similar to the table topic session. Speakers are chosen unexpectedly and together. It always becomes a life wisdom sharing session. Very nice. Okay, so please help me to welcome Toastmaster Chair for a please big applause.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. Good evening. March, the beginning of March. Spring is not far away. Amazing season. And it's also the time for making important decisions. Should we go out with a coat or not? Is it cold or warm? So today, in this table topic session, we are going to make important decisions. Each person, when you are caught, you will have 2 minutes to give us a reason why you make such a choice. And between the options you are given, you can also think outside the box. You don't have to be committed to the option in front of you. You can be creative. The first question, coffee or tea? This question goes to my mentor, who is a culinary teacher. Mako, coffee or tea?
Coffee or tea? Wow, it's a very difficult decision because I like both. But I think when I think about a day, whole a day, tea. I prefer tea because I love to have coffee in the afternoon, but at night or in the morning, I love tea. So maybe tea is my favorite, and it's a decision. And recently, one of my friends who is living in Thai sent me a Thai tea. It was great. I was so surprised. It was so delicious. And she said, it's very cheap here. So please order if I love. So I ordered 5 cans of that tea. So maybe it will afford for whole year this year, I think. But the flavor is something a little bit different from English tea. But it's very difficult. Something fruity or something flowers, fragrance, or heavy tea smell mingling all together. And when it's with milk, it's so delicious. If I can bring here and make tea for all of you, I'd love to do that, but it's difficult. Tea needs hot water. So hot water, this area don't have hot water. Even if they say hot water, it's under 100 degrees. So I think someone who can visit my house, I will give you to taste. But I love that tea recently.
Thank you, and all of us got the home invitation. Mako just now, Thai tea.
Tea party.
It's dangerous. You can combine the barbecue party Ginger is going to hold together. Second question. Black or white? Black or white? Mary Jo?
Thank you very much for this black and white question. When I was younger, it was definitely black. Black was mysterious. Black was slimming. Black was je ne sais quoi. It brought colors out in me. So you could see me almost every day dressed in black. And sometimes from head to toe, my shoes, everything was black. Nowadays, though, don't ask me to wear white. I hate white. I don't like white. I don't think it looks good on me. I think it makes me look fat. So, no, it's, but strangely enough, though, these days I'm into wearing pink colors. I don't know why. It could be a hormonal thing. So, but it's not shocking thing or anything. I'm mostly into salmon pink, or especially old pink. Old pink is very beautiful. It reminds me of olden times, and it reminds me of peaceful times. So, but unfortunately, you can't buy that type of pink in many places. If you go to Uniqlo, for example, it's baby pink. So, and I'll buy baby pink because I teach at a kindergarten, so my kid is, so I like when they say that. You know, so it's I wear baby pink for my kids, and then old pink at home, or when I can, I'm still in black. Thank you.
Love how Mira Jo just colored the question. The third question. Zebra or panda? Zebra or panda? Noriko, since you're in pink, you got this question.
Okay, zebra or panda? To be honest, let me be totally honest with you. I don't really have a strong connection to either zebra or panda. They both are black and white, like Marison's questions. Zebra or panda? Okay, let me talk about panda then. Well, 6 years ago, the earthquake hit Sendai, and then after that, I think one of the most famous TV personality called Kuroyanagi Kuroyanagi. She was trying to bring some or borrow some pandas from China to donate them to Yariyama Zoo in Sendai. Yes. And I think some of us were very fascinated with this panda coming to Sendai because probably those cute panda bears can heal our feelings. However, where did that panda go? Well, some of the people might have thought, like me, oh, before you think about panda bears, you think about yourself or think about your protection. So probably the timing wasn't that the best, I think. However, I remember seeing panda in Ueno Zoo when I was a kid. Those kind of pandas. Yes, I was this little. I was very small, maybe 7 years old or something, and I tried to get the glance of panda bears in front of a lot of people. And probably I saw the top of the panda bears. That is my the first contact with the panda bears, and probably one and only story that I can come up with about pandas. Thank you very much.
Good. Very cute answer. Sometimes it's hard to avoid when the occasion happens? Is it better to hide the truth, or is it better to tell a lie? I want to give this question to the philosopher of the club. Yasushi, would you like to give it a try? Hide the truth or tell a lie?
Okay. In some cases, it's really good to tell a lie. For example, when my daughter was 4 or 5 years old, around this season of this year, I saw beautiful flowers like forget-me-not blooming. Blue, small flowers. My daughter asked me, what's the name of this flower? I hesitate to say, because I know the real name of the flower was really shocking to all of you. Please allow me. The real name is dog's testicle. In Japanese name, inu no fumuri. I don't know why the flower had such a freakish name. So I said to my daughter the real name, but I didn't say the real meaning even now. Thank you. This is my
Difficult to be a parrot.
Yes, exactly.
It is.
Yes, especially from father to daughter.
March 8th is the International Women's Day. If you could have a choice, would you like to be a man or a woman? Kayo?
Thank you very much. This is my question, I think. When I was 22 years old, just graduated from university, I wanted to be a man, because of the choice of companies. I found that our choice is very limited when I graduate from university. I was very shocked because my major was law, so it's very equal. Boys and girls are very equal. Then, but I found that it's not equal when I graduate from university. So it's like a very bad season for us. So I was thinking that I wanted to be a man. However, now I don't think so, because we are very happy. And I'm very sorry for the men sometimes. because when I talk with girls and ladies, more cheerful and more optimistic, and But when I talk with a man, for example, 60 years old, sorry, not you, offending you. My company is very, very close to, how can I say, well, they are living in, and I was so shocked, and I found that, oh, I'm happy. So finally, I can say that we are happy. So I don't want to be a man so far, but yeah, it took me a lot of years. But now, we are very happy. Thank you very much.
Very nice to hear your transformation in life path. Next question. Is it better to stay single or married? And then find someone with a lot of experience. Or Take-san. What would be your final say? Is it better to be single or married?
Well, I would say to being single is the best. Getting married have many kinds of risk. You have, I think. But there are many good things to get married for, especially for men, I think. Because your wife will make your meal or take care of houseworks or other things that may annoying for men. So just think which you give the priority to avoid risk of marriage or taking some convenience. So I don't say it, which is better.
Thank you for such sincere exchange. I know how you feel. Next question. If you can, the news says that next year we're going to send 2 passengers to the moon. If you're one of them, who else from the club will you take together with you? Ono-san, if you can go to the moon, who from the club will you take with you? Traveling together.
Who you take?
Yeah, who will be your partner to go to the moon together from this club?
This club?
Yes.
Oh my God. I think I will take Mr. Oikawa. Because I think if he go to the moon, he will never die. He will be a survivor. So he always try a lot of challenges, to climb the high mountains and mountain ski. So he always trains himself to go to the moon, I guess. It's a joke. But if I go to the moon, I want Mr. Oikawa. I want to take with Mr. Oikawa to survive. Thank you.
Very good reason. I think you made a good choice. In life, sometimes we have to fight, but sometimes it may not be bad, just surrender and go with the flow. Fight or surrender? Michihiro?
Yes. Well, thank you for selecting me. I try to fight with the fear over mine to be her participate in the former in-house contest. I try to fight. And I ask myself, if you cannot do as you want, you cannot tell what you want to go to say so well. So I ask myself, do yourself. You can yourself. You can yourself. Yes, I can. I was saying to myself every time before standing in front of the audience. But consequently, maybe I can get through the bottleneck of the in-house contest. Finally, I think. So, I want to say to everyone, say to yourself, you can do what you want to do. You can do everything if you want. Thank you.
I feel you can make that into a 5 to 7 minute speech. Always a fighter. We can only pick one for your children. Would you like to pick beauty or intelligence? It's called beauty or intelligence for your children.
To my children, not me. You give us a very unique question today. Well, beauty or intelligence to my children. Last week I said I have 2 children. The son who is in his early 40s and my daughter who is in late 30s. I think my family's motto is to give enough education. Beauty is we can get money. For example, go to that beauty salon or get nice dresses. But it's pass through by fashion trade or. But the intelligence is, I think, is eternal. To give enough education and enough chance to get a good quality of education information. It's much important and effective to educate the second generation, third generation. I think so. Thank you very much.
Will you choose different thing for yourself?
Huh?
For children, you choose intelligence. How about yourself? Also intelligent? We have time for one more question, and everyone in this room has or will have a chance to speak, except our guest Seth. You've been here for 3 times. I have prepared a question for you, if you don't mind. Okay,
Go ahead, please go ahead.
You have maximum 2 minutes.
Okay.
And the timer is sitting next to you.
Oh.
The question for you is, becoming a Toastmaster member or not? You can be a Toastmaster or not. You have 2 minutes. That, please.
Well, first of all, hello. Hello again. And again. Let's see. To be completely honest, I have stage fright. So I get scared when I see everyone in front of me staring at me, and my heart pounds, and I get nervous, and sometimes I freak out, and no. But over the past three visits at this point, I've been amazed by everyone's kindness and enthusiasm, and I guess friendliness and eagerness and bravery. That's what I was looking for. Bravery to speak in front of everyone. And I've been thinking actually about this for the past several weeks, not just like when I come here, but also in my everyday work as a teacher. And after thinking about it for so long, running around, thinking during my commute, thinking about it before going to bed, thinking about it while talking to my friends. The answer is very, very obvious. Yes, it will be a huge pleasure to be part of this class. And yeah, that's about it. It will be a completely huge honor to be with you all. So thank you so much.
It's very inspiring answer to know a teacher also feels scared when standing on the stage, but you're willing to challenge yourself,
Yes,
make
I'm willing.
yourself uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm willing to fight.
Thank you so much, and thank you for all the wise advice and then the reasons behind your choices. With the new season's beginning, I think we know each other more now, and then we'll back up each other, and then go for a new Toastmaster year together. Thank you.
Good job. Thank you very much. Timers before 3.
Thank you.
No? Okay, so top speaker is first one, Toastmaster Marco, second, Toastmaster Mari, third, Toastmaster Noriko, next, Toastmaster Yasushi, Toastmaster Kaio, Toastmaster Otake, Toastmaster Ono, Toastmaster Michihiro Ito, Toastmaster Setsuko, and Toastmaster, Sato, Mr. Sato. Okay.
And you may vote for any of them because they're all qualified.
All qualified, okay. So please write down one speaker's name and cast a ballot. Thank you very much. Good job, Toastmaster. So move on to the next, prepared speech session. Tonight we'll have 3 prepared speakers. But third speaker, Toastmaster Sayako, she rehearsed the contest for the upcoming area contest. So don't vote to the Sayako, even though she make a very nice speech. Tonight, Yoshie and Hiroyuki's match play. So I'd like to introduce you to first prepared speaker, Toastmaster Yoshie. Her project is Basic Manual number 3. So her evaluator is Toastmaster Oikawa. So please read aloud the objectives.
Yes, her objectives are organized speech to achieve general and specific purpose. Reinforce purpose with beginning, body, and conclusion. Project sincerity and conviction. Control nervousness and strive to not use notes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I asked the same question. What is her favorite event in spring? Her answer is a very unique and interesting answer. Visiting ancestors' grave. When I was a child, visiting grave and going sushi came together. Still now, I make it custom to visit there. Yeah, it's helped me to avoid Shikatetsu Sarin Jiken. I had a day off when I was working at the Tsukiji Hibiya line. So her answer is like this. So, her speech title is Present Gift. So please help me to welcome Toastmaster Yoshie with big applause.
When you encounter the situation which somebody gives unpleasant gift to you without any reason, and what do? Do you refuse it? This was given without wrapping. Just this for Yoshie, this for you. That's it. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. This is made of ceramic, and this is easy to break, but I can't break it for its shape. It has been with me over 30 years. I have kept this for over 30 years. For not to break it, I couldn't throw it away for its shape. It was 1986, after I was back from England. I was quite poshy, so I spent all the money in England. So I was poor. Then first of all, I was working as a swimming trainer for diet 3 times in a week. And 4 times in a week, I worked as a hamburger shop staff to get the transportation fee to attend the English class. So I was perfectly poor at that time. It was still in the bubbling economy. Many housewives took English course. I was always with 4 over 25 years 5 housewives. It was given from them. It was hard to refuse to receive it. It is sort of interior, so-called okimono, display object. I lived in tiny room and no place to put it. Even there was place, I didn't want to put it as an interior. I was being moved with this from Kodaira to Suginami, Suginami to Nakanoku, and Nakanoku to Nakanoku, and from Nakanoku to Sendai. I kept it in the bottom of the box, and when I opened the box, I put in the back of the cupboard. It is what it is. It's Ojizo. Can you break it? Can you throw it away? It is the guardian of child and tourist. One day I found my husband's bad habit. He always take the coin out of his pocket and put it beside the table. Unfortunately, this is piggy bank. So I hardly put it beside the TV. Then every day he feeds to here, every day. Then one day I open it and take all the coin out and bring it and into the bank account. It was over 20,000 yen. So I reported it to husband. He was so pleased with it. Then he feeds this jizo every day, and this jizo sometimes feeds my wallet. Now I'm free to take the money out from here. To talk about this, I checked where it came and I found it. It says Onegai Jizo, wishing guardians of the child and children and tourists. And Onegai Jizo, I checked with Google. The same name of the Jizo exists in Chiba Prefecture on the top of the Nobogiri Yama. And that is from Kurihama to Hamakanaya. There is a ferry boat in a Tokyo port. Then you can arrive there and take a cable to the top of that mountain. I visited Hanakamaya sometimes for fishing, but I've never go up to see that jizo. I found many okimono display objects in a recycle shop these days, such as grizzly with salmon cave and kokeshi. So I decided not to give any souvenirs as such. Always I keep buying some food and some bottle of sake or something as a souvenir. Also, my sister-in-law, she always buys something for me. It's bottle of sake with some snacks. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Nice speech. So, second. Oh, 1 minute. For comment.
Sorry for interrupting, but this is donation from Ginger. Chicken breast cracker from Kamakura. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, second prepared speaker is Toshimasa Hiroyuki. His project is the number 7. And his evaluator is Toshimasa Tozo. So please read aloud the objective of the number 7.
Collect information from numerous sources. Carefully support the points and opinions with specific facts, example, and illustrations gathered through research. 75 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Okay. And I asked him the same question. What is your favorite event in spring? And his answer is that my favorite event is first motorcycle riding in this year. I have been maintaining it. I'm looking forward to one day. So I'm afraid he used to be a motorcycle gang. Please help me to welcome Toshimasa Hiroyuki with big applause.
One day, I went to the library and picked my favorite magazine, The Shed, which is DIY magazine, not complicated. But I found an article, which was dyslexia. I was thinking. I took the dictionary and checked the dyslexia meaning, but I couldn't understand even in Japanese. Good evening, fellow members, and welcome guests. These days, dyslexia is not difficult word because famous actor Tom Cruise confessed his dyslexia. He has a problem about reading and writing. Also, some members mentioned about dyslexia in their speeches. So, we understand the word, but we don't understand action. Let's check out the basic facts about dyslexia. Are you ready? Number 1. People are not less intelligent. Number 2, individuals think in the pictures, not words. Number 3, who provide out-of-the-box thinking. It's getting complicated, isn't it? Normally, people use left hemisphere brain, recognize word, then can read and write. But dyslexic people use a right hemisphere brain, so they need more time to recognize. About 75% of dyslexia is caused by phonological processing problem, meaning people trouble with manipulating word and sound in their brain. For example, spelling was phonetically like stick. Is this right? No, stick. Dyslexic brain is working like this. Sound is key. Stick. Missing the stick. Normal brain is working like this. Stick. Good. Another feature is visual processing dyslexia. For instance, if you heard word the cat, someone asks you, remove the C. What word would you have left? No. This can be difficult for visual processing dyslexia because they think in the picture, that one. So they can't remove the C. Next, for reading. Given the one in isolation like fantastic, students with dyslexia need to break the part to read it. Fantastic. Time spent decoding makes it hard to keep up with another student. Dyslexia has a lot of varieties, so it's difficult to understand it. Anyway, they need more time to learn words for reading and writing. Sound aid and visual aid are very helpful. They were learning words because their right brain is working well. Strong point is good ability about out-of-box thinking, good for something created by the hand. For example, art, design, technology, sports, and drama. Also, they come up with solutions which no one else has thought of it. Many inventors are dyslexic. I read another kind of article on Japan Times. A junior high school boy struggled with reading and writing the kanji characters. His Australian mother worried about him, but his Japanese teacher just said, "He's a good student. We just need to try to beat harder." Then the family had moved to Australia. The mother spoke with a friend whose son had been recently diagnosed with dyslexia. She went her instincts and the subsequent test revealed that son was indeed dyslexic. But Japanese husband was against the result of the test and said, "Nothing wrong. Dyslexia is commonly referred as an LD, both in English and Japanese. Either meaning it's learning disability or learning difficulty. Former term use of the word disability. After that, the son was able to use computer technology to help with his assignment. And when there was a final exam, he was given the extra time in certain subject and successfully entered National University Science major. According to the statistics, 10% of people are dyslexic. We have to admit there is a huge knowledge gap about dyslexia in teaching profession between Japan and Western countries, especially older Japanese teachers. We don't have proper support. This means we are spoiling such kind of talent. Also, students misunderstanding. They are sick or they lost self-estimate. These are big problems for Japanese society. Important things are students, parents, and teachers should know what dyslexia is and give students advice and proper support, like Australia. When I read the first article 6 years ago, I realized that, oh my gosh, I'm one of them. But it was a rightful moment. I could solve many questions about me. When I was in elementary school, and when I was junior high school, I knew who I am. Then I know each person has his own way of thinking. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Some 1 minute hold. Come on.
Yes, 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so first speaker is Toshimasa Sayako. As I mentioned before, the first speech is for area contest, so not vote for her. And I asked her the same question, but she never answered. So I suppose her answer is maybe drinking a wine under the tree, maybe. Okay, so her speech title is Chocolate. Chocolate. Please help me to welcome Toshimasa Sayako with big applause. Thank you.
Sorry, Toshimasa was a day shido. I didn't think I'm included to the speaker. Sorry. Hi, my name is Sayako Sato. You know I'm Japanese, so sorry I cannot speak English. Sorry I cannot speak English. How many times have you heard this phrase in Japan? For fear of making mistake or being embarrassed, a lot of Japanese hesitate to speak English in public, though they are good at listening English conversation. Good evening, fellow members. Welcome to the guest series. What is your most embarrassing experience related to speaking foreign language? We Japanese mainly use 3 types of writing form: hiragana, katakana, kanji. Unfortunately, some Japanese believe katakana equals English because katakana is used for foreign words. Actually, we can find many katakana words everywhere in our daily lives. Door, stopwatch, speech. However, according to my experience, katakana is dangerous. Some katakana is caution when we apply it directly for English conversation. For example, shoe cream. We call cream puff shoe cream in katakana. Hey, my favorite food is shoe cream. So I cooked shoe cream by myself. Why don't you eat my homemade shoe cream? Oh, Japanese eat shoe cream? Almost every day. Oh, unbelievable. Your friend from overseas definitely worry about your health condition. Yes, katakana is dangerous. You have to be careful. Katakana is easy to use, but easy to confuse your friends. Not only this katakana using error, I made thousands of strange English explanations in my life. I misunderstood. Shake hands each other. This shake hands. And when I heard the phrase, please give here a big hand for the first time, I just worry about the size of my hand. My hand is big enough or not? One summer day, my English teacher, who is my friend, asked me, "Hey Sayako, how did you spend this Obon holiday? Obon summer holiday?" I answered, "Oh yeah, I visited my father's graveyard." "You visited your father's graveyard?" My friend stared at me for a while and suddenly burst out laughing. Yes, I mixed up the word grave and graveyard. Oh my gosh, that was really horrible bloody error. Many times I was killed by embarrassing mistakes. But thank God I'm still alive, standing here now. Let me confess. In my workplace, among more than 300 employees, I'm the only one who speaks English when we receive a telephone call from foreign resident in Sendai City. Because no one in my workplace tries to speak English to avoid showing their mistake or weakness. I'm a temporary employee who has little technical knowledge. I'm not working for customer center or technical department. Just because I can speak English, I am expected to handle any important problem by myself smoothly. Soon after I received a telephone call from foreign resident. My coworker around me looked down their table and suddenly started to smile. They avoid my eye contact. But I feel they are listening to my English conversation with English living customers. That was very stressful moment for me. Like a topic session. My heart beat fast. My blood pressure getting high. Face turned red. But I never give up. I always take up that challenge. Without any grammarian or individual evaluator, I don't know how many English mistakes I made in my office. But one thing is certain. Through my own mistake and my challenge, I became stronger, more independent, and hopefully clever. A famous movie hero, Forrest Gump's mother, said, "Life is like a box of chocolate. You won't know what you're going to get." Do you know this phrase? Or today no one knows this. In the box, there is a variety of flavors available. Bitter one, sweet one, or milky taste. Nuts in or fruits in. You won't know what you're getting until you bite into it. Like it or not, you have tasted it. That's important. That's the process of learning. So I made up my mind to pick up new chocolate every day. How about you? Toshimasa.
Thank you. One minute for comment. Maybe not. So timer's report, please.
Toastmaster Sayako was 5 minutes and 58 seconds. Toastmaster Yoshi was 5 minutes and 52 seconds. And Toastmaster Hiroyuki was 6 minutes and 44 seconds. So all
Okay. So please write down one prevent speaker's name, not except for Toastmaster Sayako.
Toastmaster Yoshi or Toastmaster Hiroyuki.
Yeah. So please choose cool then and write down the name and the vote count. Maybe we're gonna have break time, intermission. Now time is so okay. So now we have asked the comment for the Toastmaster Sayako's speech.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No? Any suggestion? Okay, please. Is there any comment, suggestion? Please, Mari.
I think your strong point was your relaxed disposition. When you're standing in front of us, it feels like there's an old friend talking to us. Whether we know you or not, we feel a certain connection right away. That is very good. Keep this up. I did notice that you felt a little bit less confident than the first time.
Yes.
Right? We can see that. So you were moving a lot, you were fidgeting a lot. So try to relax if you need. Also take more pauses. You spoke not very fast, but you still have quite a bit of time to pause and to change your stance, for example, and just own the place. And also use more voice variety. Also, your voice was not flat, but you could have used more, especially towards the end. So I think because that last part, I think is very, very good. So you should work on that and make it come more lively. And I would also try to find. Now it's a little bit too late, so don't rework or rewrite the speech too much, but make your transitions from the katakana eigo to the box of chocolates. At first, it seems like there is a transition, but at first it feels like you're going this way, and all of a sudden we find ourselves in a box of chocolate. So try to make it bridge it a little bit stronger. And one last thing, I hope your bosses will pay you more for the job that you do.
Thank you. Hopefully.
Anything else? Kayo-san?
Thank you very much, Saito-san. It's my first time to listen to the speech. It's late. I enjoyed a lot. I laughed a lot. Thank you very much. One thing this is my suggestion is the opening part. I thought just you are nervous. But I didn't know that the speech has already started. So how about more gestures or something to distinguish this character? Because I thought you were just nervous. Because now I found that the person you are imitated, the person who is very nervous, Japanese people. But I didn't know that. So more clear nervous. You can said it. But
Thank you.
Anything else?
I agree with all these comments. Again, as I mentioned last week, your voice drops at some time. And we lose on the most important part of the comment. Also, first time I don't think you said graveyard.
Yes.
I think gravy is enough.
Gravy, yeah.
Because if you say graveyard, it loses the impact of gravy. Because they kind of go together. And so you don't have to say graveyard, because your grandfather is buried in a gravy, according to you. Okay? And a couple of times I would disagree only. A couple of times went fast. And I think it probably was the transition area, or the going from one sentence, if you will, to another. So as they said, you had lots of time left, more than a minute, which you don't know, obviously, when you're in the middle of your speech, but maybe timing it would be a little bit more. And more clever. You're already clever, so when you said it at the very end, you would be more clever, not just clever, because you're already that. So you want to emphasize that. And it definitely the transition could be just a little smoother. But other than that, good. Kaio's comments about the opening. Good.
Thank you.
I think the last part, box of chocolate part, maybe you can make a little more stronger. Maybe, as Marie suggested, pause, using pause, or vocal variety. I think if it's a little stronger, your speech impact remains.
Remain.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have a comment.
Okay.
Sayako-san talked about the katakana English, and your speech title is chocolate. Chocolate is also katakana Japanese, katakana English, almost Japanese word, chocolate. So some audience may misunderstand this has got something to do with your katakana part of your speech. So maybe something, like it's not the chocolate, but it's a box of chocolate, and you go into your strong point. Maybe that will create a clear transition. One idea.
Box of candy.
Box of candy.
Chocolate candy or something. Yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Are there any suggestion? Constructive opinion? Okay. Thank you very much. Comment for our speech. Okay, so we will take a break. Now time is just 8 o'clock, so 10-minute break. Please be seated by 8:10. Okay? Thank you very much. Take us Please sit.
あとね、お使いですね。やっぱり経営者にお使いですよね。
Okay, so move on to next session, evaluation session. So tonight's general evaluator is one of the most dependable members, Toastmaster Ito. I gave him the same question, and his answer is, my favorite spring event is welcome party viewing cherry blossoms. It's held in my workplace in April. All of us are encouraged by fresh member, beautiful blossoms, and delicious sake. Right? Okay, so please help me to welcome Toastmaster Motomo Ito with big applause.
Okay, hello evening fellow Toastmasters and guests. And I'm sure that every one of you would like to aspire to be a better speaker of English since you joined this Toastmasters Club. And of course that you can evaluate yourself, but it isn't enough at all. And you need your help from others. And you need to be evaluated from others. So this session is a very crucial part of the meeting. And by getting good evaluation, you will be a better speaker of English and better speech maker, I'm sure. And so tonight we will have two veteran evaluators. First of all, Toastmaster Oikawa. He will evaluate Toastmaster Yoshi's speech. Okay, please help me give him a big hand. A great aspiring speaker, Toastmaster Oikawa. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yoshie, for a very entertaining speech. You had many good points, but first of all, I must say this. I remember your ice-breaking speech, you almost read your script. Now you did it without any notes. That's a great improvement. And second, I was impressed with your technique of concealing your object in a bag. That stirred our imagination, what that unpleasant gift could be. That was a great technique. And also, you talked about your jizo, but while you talked about it, you revealed what you did when you were young, how much time you moved, and your relationship with your generous husband who lets you use the funds you have collected using this diesel. And I had this impression. Your title was Unpleasant Gift. And you made us think you'd like to get rid of it. Because you cannot break it. It has got some kind of a religious meaning, so you just cannot get rid of it. And you didn't say it until the very end. But I had a strong impression. You implied. Now this diesel is indispensable for you. Almost inseparable for you. Actually, during the break, I took a very good look at this diesel, and there's a very strong resemblance between this diesel and Yoshi. And I'm sure your husband won't miss you if you leave this diesel on your desk. And having said this, I have to suggest some of the area that you could make an improvement. Even though you didn't use any notes, I have noticed that you brought your script. And sometimes you dropped your eyes to the script, even though you were not reading, obviously. So next time you do this, read the script altogether and interact with the audience, eye contact, and show this diesel for all the audience very clearly. So I had an impression you were hiding here. So please come forward, interact with all the audience. That was a great speech. We were all entertained. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Oikawa. And next evaluator is Toastmaster Tozo. And he also a veteran member of our club. And let's listen to his enthusiastic evaluation. Please give him a big hand, Toastmaster Tozo.
Thank you, Toastmaster General Evaluator. I'm not veteran, I'm middle. already yellow sign?
Nice flags.
Toastmaster Hiroyuki, thank you very much for today's wonderful speech. I really enjoyed and I learned his informative speech. I read it down in Japanese because the pronunciation is too difficult. Dyslexia. Dyslexia may be new word to us, but when the Harry Starr concludes, said it is dyslexia. Probably the most of people know about such kind of not disease or maybe some trouble, handicap. I'm not sure. But today he opened his speech with imagine, showed the topic of dyslexia. And I believe his opening was so catchy and effective. And today's his speech objectives are the research, the topics, which is one of the, I think, very difficult project in basic manual, because you have to explain and you have to research and explain to the audience and make them to understand. So it is very hard to do it even in our mother tongue, but he did it very well this time. So why he could succeed his speech, understandable to the audience, was that he prepared visual aid very well. Also the script. Maybe the dyslexia, explaining dyslexia, there are so many jargons that people would not understand, or it is very tough to understand such phenomenon to the healthy people. So he used the projector to understand how the brain works. So the people could understand. So I believe it was so effective. And his opening was so catchy. And also, during his speech, he used or he showed many anecdotes for us to understand and let us know that dyslexia is not special, but very close to normal, or the education would help the dyslexia people to be normal, to spend normal life. Anyway, as for the evaluator, I need to point out his improvement points. I believe he is very nervous, but his way of walk around is usually he does it often in his speech, and it's sometimes annoying. But to control his nervousness, it is very useful himself. But please try not to walk around next time. And also the transition. As the transition didn't work well, or you didn't use much pause, maybe it affected us to understand his speech at all. But this time his project was, I think he's qualified in this project. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Tozo. And I think, a timer's report, please.
Toastmaster Oikawa, 2 minutes and 54 seconds. I'm sorry, Toastmaster Tozo, 3 minutes and 49 seconds. No. So it's only
Toastmaster Oikawa.
Oikawa
is qualified. So we don't have to vote. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let me start today's evaluation. First of all, I'd like to evaluate his speeches. And I think that both of them has a very good point. They have good points in common. Both of them had made a speech with a very relaxed mood. And the gestures were so natural and smooth. And especially Toshimasa Oikawa was able to specifically point out the good points and the points for improvement. And he showed us a very good sense of humor by taking up the Ojizo-san's resemblance to her. And that point was also very impressive. And on the other hand, Tozo-san did also a very good job. He pointed out a lot of things, a lot of good points of Toastmaster Hiroyuki's speech. But however, the point is that time management, and when he just started making a speech concerning the good points, the ring began to ring. So that means that you cannot have enough time to give a good part of his speech. So anyway, they did a very good job. And okay, let me start again. The minor duty takers duties. First of all, Toshimasa Jinja, she did 2 jobs tonight. And thank you very much. And her talk for the day was very up to date, and it's a very informative speech, and we knew a lot about this month, which starts today in March. Okay, thank you very much. And next table topic speaker, Toastmaster Cha, and she did a wonderful, very professional job, I think. And maybe most of you noticed that she gave a very brief and smart comment between the speeches. And that was so impressive. Thank you very much. And in addition to that, I'd like to introduce the Toastmaster Ishido's wonderful job as a Toastmaster of the Day. And you notice that he wrote the table topic speaker's name on the whiteboard, which will be a great help for us to vote, to choose the speaker. Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Ishido. And next, okay, I'd like to listen to the duty taker's report. First of all, Toastmaster Rie, word of the day, please.
Team Ishido once and Team Mutomu-san twice. Thank you very much for the
And the next, our counter, Toastmaster Kumi, please.
Thank you very much. So let me report the counter, and I'll say TM Mako 3 times, TM Yasushi once, TM Kaido 3 times, TM Otake 6 times. I'm sorry, I think you have a really hard time deciding being a single or married. And I get to hear so much better, so. TM Ono once, TM Michihiro once, TM Setsuko 3 times. And I would like to exclude, but yes, that once, but you couldn't. And then TM Yoshie 5 times. TM Motomu 7 times. Then TM Oikawa twice. TM Tozo twice. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And next, Toastmaster Say, please give us a grammarian report.
First, the not happy point. I just found the one sentence. Getting married. The speaker said, getting married have many kinds of risks. But getting married has. It's a singular, so getting married has many kinds of risks. When the subject is long, we make this kind of mistakes many times. And this one, I don't know, it's good or not. We often use the word challenges, but we can say try challenges. Is it okay? Try challenges. Challenges is already so. So how do you say challenges? He said, I always want to try challenges.
It's a challenge.
It's challenge as a word. So I want to challenge always. So that's okay. And very beautiful expressions. Today the word color attract me, the way of uses color. Strangely, I pick colors. Strangely, these days, I pick colors. I think pick is not difficult word, but we can say I pick colors. It's a good expression, I thought. And your answer colored the questions. So we can use color like this. And you are always a fighter. Good expression, I think so. You are always a fighter.
Ichigo-san, you are always a fighter. I'd like to follow you. And the prepared speeches are so interesting, and so I was deeply drawn to the content, and I couldn't recognize each sentence, but I saw their speeches as a picture. So sorry, I couldn't find each sentence. So, and that's all. Thank you very much.
Okay, and any more evaluation? Okay, Toshimasa Ishido did a very smooth.
Thank you very much.
And I return the controls.
Thank you, Toshimasa. It's a nice conduct to the evaluation session. So now we have it's the most exciting moment. Award. Toshimasa Bootcamp Toshimasa Natsumi, please announce who is the best table topic speaker.
Okay, today's best table topic speaker is Ian Murray.
This one, should I go right or left? Right. Yes, you're right. You're right.
Congratulations. Thank you. So next, best evaluator go to Toshimasa Oikawa. Congratulations. It's really nice. Thank you. And finally, who is the best prepared speaker?
Today's best prepared speaker is Ian Hiroyuki.
Congratulations. Thank you very much for your cooperation. So time is a little bit behind. So thank you very much. And I return my control to President Tawayo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President Ishida. His demeanor, his manner is kind of cool and smart. I always feel that way. So he's very cool police officer. Thank you so much. So time is running, and today everybody spoke. I believe. Theo. I'm sorry, Theo. Yeah, would you give us some words?
I'm sorry, I was not because I talked too much to my friend after I did my experiment because Toastmaster eager me to talk more. Thank you very much and good luck for next 3 years. Yes.
So, and for guest staff, maybe this is the third time. So next time you come, we get ready to welcome you. Maybe. Yes. So I hope I'm looking forward to welcoming you next time.
Yes.
So today we don't have not too many members. Everybody can sit down at the chair. I hope nobody is at a loss around City, being able to find the aisle. I hope so. But do you have any announcement or discussion? No?
One request. I'm making a speech in the Katahira campus at Tohoku University this Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. It's an open event, open to the community, but I need an evaluator. So if anyone happens to be free and interested in my Asian top university experience, it's in English, and then please let me know. You can do my return evaluation.
So, if you are going to join Kesenma's area contest, please let me know. And 804 train is only one train from Sendai to Kesenma direct train. Or you can drive there, sharing car with some other members. So please let me know if you are joining area contest via email or in person. Both is okay. Okay, then maybe we go to the next week assignment.
Okay, we have a big problem. Toastmaster of the day is blank, Toast for the day is blank, and we need 2 evaluators, grammarian, accountant. Already assigned member is table topic master, Toastmaster Maeta, general evaluator, Toastmaster Sei, speaker, Toastmaster Otake, project number 9, Toastmaster Tozo, project number...
Basic manual.
Basic manual.
Haven't decided.
Okay, anyway, basic manual. And no evaluator yet. And word of the day, Toastmaster Yoshie, grammarian blank, timer Natsumi, counter blank, vote counter Rie. Okay, so let's begin with thought for the day. Does anyone? Thought for the
Sound for the day.
Oh, okay. Toastmaster Michihiro is thought for the day. Toastmaster of the day. How about Tio? Okay. Thank you. And individual evaluator for Toastmaster Otake, project number 9. Does anyone? How about Setsuko-san? Thank you. And for Toastmaster Tozo's evaluator.
She's absent.
Oh, you are absent?
She's in Tokyo.
Oh. So, Noriko-san, can you come? Noriko-san. Ginger. Thank you. Okay, and grammarian. Grammarian. Noriko-san, grammarian.
I need a backup. I might be late.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I can make it by some for 7 or so.
Okay, I will be back up. Okay. And accountant. Accountant. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. All duties are fixed. And the venue is we are returning to Palo City. Okay, next week.
Okay, thank you very much for Okay, do you have any other announcement or discussion? No? Okay, the meeting is adjourned. See you next week at Palo City.